What if I told you that right now, as you're listening to this, millions of people are suffering in silence? Their legs ache. They feel heavy, tired, swollen. Some can't even walk to the mailbox without stopping to rest. And here's the shocking part. Most of them have been told there's nothing they can do about it. They've tried everything. Compression socks, expensive medications, physical therapy. Nothing works. But what if there was a solution so simple, so natural that it sounds almost too good to be true? Stay with me for the next 15 minutes because what I'm about to share with you will change everything you thought you knew about leg circulation and chronic pain. I want you to imagine this scenario. You wake up in the morning and for the first time in months, maybe even years, you don't feel that familiar heaviness in your legs. You swing your feet off the bed and instead of that stabbing pain, there's nothing. Just normal, comfortable movement. You walk to the bathroom without limping, without holding on to furniture, without that constant reminder that your body is betraying you. Sounds impossible, right? But for thousands of people, this has become their new reality. And it all started with four simple ingredients that have been hiding in plain sight for centuries. Now, before I reveal what these ingredients are, I need you to understand something crucial. The circulation problem in your legs isn't just about discomfort, it's about your life. Every day that blood isn't flowing properly through your legs, you're at risk. Risk of blood clots, risk of chronic swelling that never goes away, risk of wounds that won't heal, risk of losing your mobility forever. The medical establishment will tell you this is just part of getting older, but I'm here to tell you that's a lie. Your body's designed to heal itself, and these four ingredients unlock that power in a way that will shock you. If you're serious about ending your leg pain and getting your life back, you need to pay attention to every single word I'm about to say. This isn't medical advice, but it is a solution that's working for real people right now. The first ingredient is something your grandmother probably knew about, but modern medicine has completely ignored. It's been used for over 2,000 years in ancient healing practices. When this ingredient enters your bloodstream, it immediately begins to relax the walls of your blood vessels. Think of your veins and arteries like garden hoses. When they're tight and constricted, water barely flows. But when they relax and expand, the flow becomes powerful and consistent. That's exactly what happens in your legs when this ingredient goes to work. Within minutes, your blood vessels begin to dilate, opening up pathways that have been closed for months or even years. But here's where it gets really interesting. This first ingredient doesn't just open up your blood vessels temporarily. It actually helps repair the damage that's been done to them over time. You see, poor circulation isn't just about blockages. It's about inflammation. It's about oxidative stress destroying the delicate lining of your veins from the inside out. This ingredient contains powerful compounds that neutralize those harmful free radicals, allowing your body to begin the healing process. People report feeling a warm sensation spreading through their legs within the first hour. That's not magic. That's a real blood flow returning to tissues that have been starving for oxygen. The second ingredient is something most people walk past every single day without realizing its incredible power. Scientists have discovered that this particular compound has a unique ability to prevent blood cells from clumping together. You might not realize this, but right now, your blood could be thicker than it should be. When blood becomes thick and sticky, it can't flow smoothly through the narrow capillaries in your legs. It's like trying to push honey through a coffee filter. But this second ingredient changes the viscosity of your blood almost immediately. It makes your blood slippery and smooth, allowing it to flow effortlessly through even the smallest blood vessels. What's absolutely fascinating is that research has shown this ingredient also strengthens the valves in your veins. These valves are like one-way doors that keep blood flowing back toward your heart instead of pooling in your legs. When these valves fail, that's when you get those horrible symptoms: swelling, pain, visible veins bulging under your skin. But this ingredient contains specific bioflavonoids that reinforce these valves, making them function like they did when you were 20 years old. People who've been told they need surgery for their vein problems are finding that after consistent use of this ingredient, their symptoms simply disappear. You're probably wondering how to get these ingredients working in your body right now. Hold on, because the next two ingredients are the real game changers, and you need to understand how they all work together. The third ingredient is so powerful that pharmaceutical companies have tried to synthesize it in their labs for decades, but they've never succeeded in replicating its natural form. This ingredient comes from a source that most people would never suspect. When you consume it, it triggers a cascade of reactions in your body that's nothing short of miraculous. It activates something called nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is like a master key that unlocks every blood vessel in your body. Your cardiovascular system literally depends on it to function properly. Without adequate nitric oxide, your blood vessels remain constricted, your blood pressure stays high, and your circulation suffers tremendously. But here's what makes this third ingredient absolutely essential. It doesn't just create a temporary boost in nitric oxide. It actually helps your body produce more of the enzymes needed to generate nitric oxide naturally. This means the benefits compound over time. The first day you might notice a slight improvement. By the first week, people report significant changes in their energy levels and pain reduction. By the first month, many people say they've forgotten what it felt like to have leg pain at all. This ingredient is rebuilding your circulatory system from the inside out, giving you back the vitality you thought was gone forever. And now the fourth ingredient. This is the one that brings everything together. While the first three ingredients are working on your blood vessels, your blood viscosity, and your nitric oxide production, this fourth ingredient is targeting inflammation at the cellular level. Chronic inflammation is the silent killer that destroys circulation. It creates scar tissue in your veins. It causes your blood vessel walls to thicken. It triggers pain signals that never turn off. This fourth ingredient contains compounds that have been proven in clinical studies to reduce inflammatory markers by up to 95% in some patients. What's remarkable about this ingredient is its speed. While other anti-inflammatory substances can take weeks to show results, this one works within hours. People describe it as feeling like someone turned off a switch in their legs. The constant aching just stops. The swelling begins to go down noticeably. Some people even report that the discoloration in their legs starts to fade as healthy blood flow returns to damaged tissues. This isn't a painkiller that masks symptoms. This is genuine healing happening at a molecular level. If you're still listening, that means you're ready to take action. These four ingredients are available right now, combined in the perfect ratios to maximize their synergistic effects. Don't wait another day living with pain when the solution is this simple. Now, you might be asking yourself, if these ingredients are so powerful, why haven't I heard about them before? That's a question worth considering. The truth is, natural solutions don't make pharmaceutical companies any money. There's no patent on nature. These four ingredients have been known to herbalists and traditional healers for generations, but modern medicine has systematically ignored them in favor of expensive drugs with dangerous side effects. The circulation medications prescribed by doctors often come with warnings about liver damage, kidney problems, and bleeding disorders. Why would you put yourself at risk with synthetic chemicals when nature has provided a perfect solution? Let me share something that will really open your eyes. Studies have compared these natural ingredients against leading prescription medications for circulation, and the results were stunning. The natural combination showed equal or better results in improving blood flow, with zero reported side effects. Zero. Meanwhile, the prescription drugs had a list of potential adverse reactions as long as your arm. Yet doctors continue to prescribe the drugs because that's what they're trained to do. They're not taught about nutrition. They're not taught about herbal medicine. They're taught to write prescriptions and keep patients coming back month after month. The people who've discovered this four-ingredient solution aren't going back to their doctors for refills anymore. They're not spending hundreds of dollars every month on medications that barely work. They're not dealing with side effects that are sometimes worse than the original problem. They're living pain-free, active lives again. They're walking without discomfort. They're sleeping through the night without leg cramps waking them up. They're getting rid of their compression stockings because they simply don't need them anymore. This is the freedom that comes from addressing the root cause of circulation problems instead of just treating symptoms. Think about what your life could look like just 30 days from now. Imagine standing up without that moment of dread, wondering if your legs will support you. Imagine going for a walk and actually enjoying it instead of counting the minutes until you can sit down again. Imagine looking at your legs and seeing healthy skin color instead of the dark, mottled appearance that comes from poor circulation. Imagine your doctor's surprise when your blood pressure readings improve and your overall cardiovascular health markers get better. This isn't fantasy. This is what happens when you give your body the tools it needs to heal itself. The choice is yours right now. You can continue down the path you're on, accepting pain and limited mobility as your future, or you can take action today and start experiencing the relief that thousands of others have already found. These four ingredients are waiting to transform your circulation and your life.